Sugar water. Sugar water. March 30th, 2025. This was the start of a week that brought serious storms and dangerous flooding to the southern U.S. For me, this also marked a personal turning point. After years of living in tornado-prone areas and chasing storms both near and far, I had gotten used to coming home with absolutely nothing. It's really funny because, I live in Dixie Alley, well known for tornadoes. It's also one of the hardest places to chase, full of hills, forests, winding roads. Even experienced chasers avoid it. But this is where I learned how to chase. Basically, I was forged in fire, if you will. However, I didn't realize how little I really knew until this week hit. In just a few days, I learned more by doing than I ever had from years of chasing without results. So this story really begins around March 24th, when the Storm Prediction Center put out a rare 15% severe weather risk for days 6 and 7. That's a huge deal. The area covered was large, and it stayed that way even as models shifted. When you see a 15% risk that early, you better be paying attention. So I got ready. I had better gear than ever. It's amazing. I'm going to make another video on that, on the everything else I'm doing, like how I storm chase now, the stuff that I have now. Everything's just been evolving in the past several years, and I can't wait to go more into it. A large weather system is moving across the country. Warm, humid air from the Gulf is pushing in while a cold front is moving in from the west. This makes the atmosphere unstable, perfect for thunderstorm development. Because of this, the Storm Protection Center warned of a strong severe weather threat in the Mid-South, the Mississippi Valley, and the Tennessee Valley. They expected everything: damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes. By day 3, the SPC had placed the region under an enhanced risk, a level 3 out of 5. Personally, I'm kind of surprised it didn't get bumped up to moderate like I predicted. I used to be really good at predicting Storm Prediction Center levels. I'm also going to think there's an enhanced area around here. Happy Sunday, everybody. And this setup was looking pretty intense. Soon after, the Storm Prediction Center gave more details. A big severe weather event is expected on Sunday, March 30th. The enhanced risk zones covers part of Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, all the way down to Arkansas and northern Mississippi. Warm Gulf air, increasing wind speeds with height, and the strong cold front will combine to create a dangerous setup. Some storms might form early in the day in Missouri and Wisconsin, but the main action will come later in the afternoon and evening. This enhanced risk zone covered over 261,000 square miles and affected nearly 2,900 people. On top of that, multiple days of heavy rain were expected to cause flooding across the South. The morning started calm, mostly blue skies with a few clouds. That might sound good, but it's actually a warning sign. A sunny morning on a severe weather day means more heat, which adds more energy for storms later. It's like charging a battery. The more sun, the more dangerous the storms. It's almost like how Thor supercharged Iron Man's suit in the first Avengers movie.
Power at 400% capacity.
How about that?
At first, I went south to try to intercept something, but the models changed during lunch. Storms no longer looked likely in that area. I had to choose, either wait down south and stay there for a few hours, or go north where things looked like they were starting to pop up. But this is the first time I'm actually getting to step out of the vehicle just like everybody else. We might not see anything, but the clouds look amazing. I'm excited as crap. I decided to go north and ended up in Walnut Ridge, Arkansas. I sat at that Walmart for about 30 minutes, thinking things are changing again. Nothing's about to happen. Things are going to start happening after dark. That's what it looked like. And I try to avoid chasing at night. However, before I was getting ready to head home, I was listening to Brandon Kopic because I don't want to, because I'm recording. I don't want to listen to music where I would have to constantly turn down the music because, you know, YouTube, all that stuff. But I heard him say he's going to Pocahontas because he sees rotation in Cherry Valley. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go up there. I'm going to Pocahontas, or get close to it. I don't want to be actually there when it happens. I just want to see it from a safe distance. So I said, you know what? I'll go. I'll go there. Alright guys. There it is. I'm right here. It's coming this way. It is at Cherokee. It's just past Cherokee Village. Oh, it's at Wilford. I thought that was another storm chaser. That was freaking Domino's. Look at this, guys. I wish I was out more. It's possible I might have to move more south though. It could be moved toward my direction. I might have to move south more. I can't tell if it's lowering or not. Or just scud. I have to pee so freaking bad too. But this is the first time where I've chased and there was other chasers out here with me. So I'm really pumped right now. Look at these clouds, guys. Amazing clouds. I think that was a scud that I was looking at, but I'm seeing something else over here now. Facing this way. There's a bit of a hook, and there's definitely rotations in Ravenden Springs. Let's go to correlation coefficient. I'm hoping that's hail. That's what I hate about the cloudy days. You can't see the full picture. I mean, you kind of can. Guys, I won't speak too soon, but where that lightning flashes to the left, I think that's a lowering. We good? We're good. Guys, I think that is a lowering. Oh my god. Wow.
So the rotation, there it is. So if you notice, right where we're seeing, there's that lowering there, right here. Now this is a bar that kind of blocks what we're looking at, but we're looking back to the core of the storm here. That will be kind of passing just north of where the camera is. Notice we haven't had any rain here yet. Jace, see you pulled over again. Are you seeing anything?
That's being picked up.
I'm trying to get a little bit better.
Hit my eyes.
It does look like now it's starting to cross the road, coming just north of Pocahontas. So it's kind of getting out of those trees. But as I said, we're going to turn right at this red light and head towards Delaplane, and we should kind of be able to parallel it unless it starts turning southeast. But
I know a spot. I don't think I'm going to get any closer. I feel this is incredible. These clouds. The camera. That's a shot.
Looking at the storm visually, I'm not seeing a ton of potential for as far as the tornado goes in the near future that may produce down the line. My gut is telling me to go south. So I'm headed down to just north of Searcy. I've got Newport, Arkansas in my GPS. I'm going after those cells that have popped up down there in Iceland. I think that's where you're
That wind's getting cold. Yeah, the wind's dying down. There's dirt in my eye. That is so green. I've never seen this color of green before. I've seen green, but not this color. Golly. Stop falling. I think that's going to be it. I wish it dropped something, but it didn't. But that's okay. And I'm glad I did, because that was the first wall cloud I personally have seen. It didn't turn into a tornado, which is good because I believe that was right over Pocahontas. But there was clear rotation, both on radar. And it was weird because it didn't look like it was rotating, even sped up. It doesn't look like it was rotating, but on radar, there's clear rotation happening. There's a hook echo, and there's even rotation on the velocity. And it was really weird because I was parked on the side of the highway, and even then the highway was pretty busy. Lots of semis speeding past you while you're parked there, you know. And but the thing is, even with the strong wind on top of that, when I was staring at it, everything felt quiet. And then when it passed the highway and then passed me completely, I felt that cold wind, and it wasn't like spring or fall cold wind. This was a weird kind of wind, weird kind of cold wind. But that was just the beginning.
That's just kind of looks like
I have a major headache. I'm ready to go home.
not all great there.
Man. I didn't see much rotation, like I said. Another guy said he couldn't either. I think he said that it was his second time seeing something like that. I've seen green skies, but that was the greenest I've ever seen. Yeah, Wednesday. Wednesday's another day. Hopefully I can take Wednesday off. We'll see. I'm gonna hit it when I get home. See what happens. Oh my gosh. Didn't see anything drop. But those are some amazing clouds. Oh, my head hurts. But as I said before in that video, Wednesday was the real deal. Between April 1st and April 7th, 152 tornadoes were confirmed, but I was chasing on day 1, April 2nd. The day began like March 30th. Warm, mostly sunny, but this setup was different. Cape wasn't super high, but wind shear was extremely high. This was a low Cape, high shear setup. These storms don't always look dangerous at first, but they can spin up tornadoes really fast, and the models weren't fully agreeing, which made things even trickier. Clearly something was off. The whole system was being powered by strong upper level winds and lots of deep layer support. Storms were also moving north-northeast instead of the usual northeast. That meant areas could get hit with repeated heavy rain, increasing the flash flooding risk. A major tornado outbreak is expected today, April 2nd, 2025, in areas like northeast Arkansas, western Kentucky, Tennessee, southeast Missouri, southern Illinois, and northern Mississippi. Tornadoes rated EF3 and above are possible. The threat will last into the night. Along with tornadoes, we may see winds over 70 miles per hour and hail bigger than 2 inches. This setup includes strong wind shear, Gulf moisture, and surface heat, a dangerous mix. Feels weird just stepping out there by yourself. Who's that guy standing out there? Stuff, you know. But I don't think I might be not in the best place. Nothing's going on. Probably left late or early, like I did Sunday. Waiting for new models to come in. I'm going to relocate to Wiener, see how things go from there. And that day I bounced between towns like Jonesboro, Fisher, and Harrisburg. At one point I saw a small storm cut through the clouds above. It was really cool to watch. It did that little thing where it was literally cutting the clouds above it. But soon after that I was getting hungry, and I kept pulling into Dollar Generals around the area, but every time I pulled into one, it was closing because they close early depending on how the weather's going to be. Eventually I did find a Come and Go to get snacks. That wind picked up after that little storm passed, and it's warm. It's pulling my shirt all over the place too. It feels nice. It's a couple storms passed, but this air is so warm that it looks bright over there, but that's just a recharge. It'll pick back up again. Ooh, I was gone for maybe 10 minutes and it is dark. I had to get food. I'm back where I was just a few moments ago.
That's store north of Hazens now.
You know, I always get the crunchy peanut butter ones, but decided to change it up a bit. If I can open it. There we go. Ooh. Tasty. Oh, it's not focusing. Come on.
We are going south on 50. I mean, this one should be coming up right as it rolls.
Crap, I should have went to the bathroom. Yeah, look at that. And I am right there.
Take the next left onto Southwest Drive. Continue on Arkansas 1 South for 12 miles.
Yeah, just get past this. I think I see some good stuff up there, down there. After that, I looked around on radar and I did see something moving to my south. And it was weird because I have 3 rules. Don't chase too close, don't chase at night, and stay south of it. But this was already south of me. So I literally broke all those rules, threw them out the window, and I cut through it from its north side. My brain was going crazy because it's like, what are you doing? But my gut, it was like, you gotta do this. So I did. Now clearly I survived. Eventually I reached a clearing and saw a strange cloud lowering. It didn't look like a normal wall cloud from the stuff I've seen, and it just felt really off. But I sat there and just kept watching. I think I'm a little too close. Eventually I did pull away from the lot
Continue on
and
Dana
I
Lane for
faced
half a mile.
north. Yeah, I don't want to be here. When I was looking west myself and south, all I saw was white coming right at me. And I'm going to assume that this was the bear's cage and I did not see the tornado. So, in a way, I knew where I was, but I didn't know where it was. So I'm going to assume that this is the first time I've actually lost situational awareness. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sit here and not move. But now that I'm looking at the footage, you can clearly see rotation now. I couldn't see it that well because of the way the storms were moving, not the usual way they are. I thought it was just coming right at me and not rotating. But sped up, you can actually see that. And there's something else I noticed. There's like a bunch of lowerings, like it looks like scud. But there's one little part that's smoothed out just a little bit. But you can't see it, the rest of it, because it's behind the building. If this is... I'm going to assume that this is a tornado forming. And it might have been the same one that hit Lake City later on, which was an EF3. But I don't know because the GPS thing on my phone when this was recording is weird, and I couldn't line it up with the maps with tornadoes that actually touched down that day. And the thing is, that didn't really scare me. That doesn't scare me. What scared me was the drive home, because I did bail because it looked like it was rain wrapped if there was a tornado, and the road network where I wasn't the best, so the next best thing was just to go home and rest. But by that time the roads were already flooded. Well, here we are. I'm planning more upgrades, more gears, better tools, better knowledge. I'm no longer looking at just model numbers. I'm going through instinct and stuff. I realized a lot of stuff, and that's probably what held me back the last few first years of chasing. But now I'm going aggressive, and ever since then it's yielded better results. And that was local, so imagine what's going to happen when April 27th comes.
Come out at night.
Damn!